We got a lot to cover today in this little short video, so stick around to the end because you're not going to want to miss it. We got Bitcoin that has ripped above 110,000. We got Ethereum that's firing back towards 2,600. Altcoins, well, some are showing some signs of life while others are bleeding out. And the real story, institutional money is flowing in, and M2 money supply is growing. So let's get right into it. Welcome back, Crypto Crew. It's your boy Tom here, bringing you the hottest in crypto and Bitcoin action. If you like what you see, give us a like. Make sure that you come on over and hit subscribe. And don't forget to come on over to X and follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin and crypto all day, every day. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about money supply is growing again. We got also in the altcoin market, we got a new Solana staking ETF just dropped, and sentiment's flipping fast from full on fear of missing out. And I want to just show you right here, as you can see, the late crowd always getting involved when markets start breaking out. Fear and greed now up at 73. Still not really hot yet. So some people on retail are still on the sidelines. So the big question is, are you riding the next wave or watching from the sidelines? All right, let's get back into it. Let's get into itself. Bitcoin, short term, 2-hour chart. That amazing fib channel holding up really well. Had to dip down right to the support, right back over the 106.2, breaking up through the upper channel here. This is an important channel, okay? These are, like, if you look at this channel, this level right here, this meridian and this lower meridian are very important in this channel. We got the structure, it broke out. Okay, now where it's actually right now, what we could say is, let's see, we got what, 110, 116 or something like that. We should have support right now right around 106, like 900. Now, as you know, yesterday in the live stream, Justin placed another Bitcoin trade. I'm going to show you that in a second. And he also has Ethereum. He's still trying to scoop at a discount. But we're holding strong just under 110,000 after tagging a daily high of 110, 161. Now, what's going on? Well, we got ETF inflows that are surging over 4.5 billion in June, and July is off to a hot start. Now, it's really unusual because usually Q3 is kind of really slow, and I'm glad to see that it's picking up because we got macro tailwinds from the U.S. Vietnam trade deal, and like again, that's also flooding the market with some liquidity. Now, there's another piece of news out there that may have helped this. I don't know, but could be possible. Trump actually calls on Powell to resign, putting additional pressure on him. Now, what comes next for Trump? It's going to be the nickname, right? He's going to start to be out in the news calling him something. I don't know, maybe Chairman Mao instead of Powell. You see how I played on words there? Chairman Mao, actually from the old Beatles song Revolution. And also, maybe he'll call him Chairman Always Late Powell. Who knows? So if we look at this 2-hour chart right here, as we could see, we also had like a little mini bull flag pattern right here on this chart that kind of broke out. So we could actually see, if we take the top of the flag pattern right here, go down to the bottom of 106 against 109, we got 3,000. So 109, that should bring us up to around 111,000 before we could get maybe a pullback down one more time to this level down in here. Maybe this bottom of this low wick right there, 106.8. I don't know. I mean, right now things are kind of heating up, but a short-term movement back down could be possible. I just want to show you Justin's trade so that we can actually show you that on the WeX platform. I'm going to move over to WeX, show you exactly what the trade positions are. Got to get in the live stream, guys. Got to get in the live stream. There's a lot of good stuff happening in the live stream and a lot of great stuff happening in our little free community. We showcase this broker on our free community. We think it's a great broker. Like, as you can see right now, Justin added to try to scoop Bitcoin on that retrace that I just talked about, right around 107,000. He still has a standing order for if it drops down to 104,763. And he's still looking to scoop Ethereum at 2,315. Again, live stream coming up Saturday, a couple of days from now at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Get in, man. Get in. It's a free community. What the heck? You can learn something, you know? So let's move on over to this chart right here where we talk about the Bitcoin breakout pattern. All right. We have showcased this before. We're starting to break out. We got to get through this top of 112, 113. So near-term targets a 112. Then I think we're going to like 116, then 120. Longer term, we're watching for 140,000. Some analysts are calling for 200,000 in Q4. So if we come on over one other chart, Bitcoin, where we look at actually the bullish pattern itself. All right. This chart, you know, signals everything is flashing green. We got everything aligning for Bitcoin. Trendline breakout right above right here. Okay. We have MACD reversal. Okay. Bullish retest. Twice it happened. Okay. So the next move's not going to be quiet. And again, Justin's got to come up with a contingency plan if we do not drop down, if the coin doesn't drop down. Really, the next move is not going to be quiet. You're either early or you're going to be chasing. And just in case you don't know, if we look at the Bitcoin market itself, come on over to this, the bull flag pattern. We've been highlighting this, a falling wedge bull flag pattern. All right, look, we had the falling wedge right here. This was when the world was coming to an end. Once we got the breakout, there was no stopping this bloody coin, okay? This was all institutions, all in here. Like, big boys right in here were saying, yes, 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 I'm getting the coin really, really cheap. And then we had institutional buying all up in here, and then we created some sell-offs. You know, some of the retail that got involved, and also short-term traders got involved. They wouldn't mind taking, you know, a profit up at 112, all-time new high, right? So we tracked in between these 2 points, and now look at where we are. We're starting to break out, okay? So we had the falling wedge, bull flag pattern. It's not luck, it's structure. It's actually targeting 140,000. But of course, we got to get through 116, 120, 126, all that jazz, and we'll be talking about that once we do. So the strong hands know what is coming next. Now, just in case you want to zoom out and see the forest instead of the trees, we can look at this pattern right here, all right? Bitcoin again, you know, we could say, you know, retail traders or, you know, traders that are not in the know, you know, just people that are putting 17 cents into Bitcoin at, you know, you ever watched that commercial, you know, give me 17 cents onto Bitcoin. Those traders don't know, okay? They never learn. There's 3 identical patterns right here. 2 explosive breakouts. 1 breakout is happening right now, okay? Let's go back, 2023. Breakout, rally, 2024, same descending wedge, breakout, 2025, same descending wedge, breakout. But notice each low is higher. Okay, that's it. That's critical market structure. All right, critical market structure happening. All right, the same breakout is happening right now. It's the same signal. It's the same disbelief from, you know, the traders that are not in the know, or they're not really even real traders, right? They're just, you know, novices that are trying to score big on like the latest shiny object out there. But us traders, professional traders, understand what's happening, and we've been positioning for this, all right? So only one thing changes. The price is going to go higher in this, all right? So don't be exit liquidity. Have a plan, trade your plan, trade with your head not over it, and of course, do your own research. All right, now, one final look at Bitcoin before we get into Ethereum. This chart itself, Bitcoin rewards. Now, why did somebody disconnect me? Bitcoin rewards the patient, okay, and those with convictions and a trading plan. but it doesn't reward the impatient. Every cycle ends the same. A vertical melt up that punishes hesitation. Okay, the setup is real, the timing is textbook, and that's all that's left really is conviction for people. Okay, you just got to hold. All right, when you have a good trade on and it's making money, you got to hold with both hands and your teeth. That's what my treasurer used to tell me. If you got a good short, hold on with both hands and your teeth. Jesse Livermore once said it best: "I never made any type of money thinking. I just made my money sitting tight when the market was working in his favor." So you got to learn to sit tight. So Bitcoin does reward the patient and those with convictions and a trading plan. All right, now let's go on over to Ethereum. All right, I want to show you Ethereum, and I'm going to do like a rare and an unsanctioned Ethereum analysis. So I'm stepping out a little bit, but I had to show you this, okay? Bitcoin is now back above 2,500 right now, climbing over 7% in the last 48 hours. The bounce comes as Ethereum ETF products gain traction and the staking activity ramps up again. The Ethereum Bitcoin ratio has stabilized, a bullish signal for Bitcoin, for Ethereum dominance if this rally holds. Now, I want to show you this. I got two chart patterns I want to show you. The first one I'm not going to mark up. I'm just going to talk about it. And I personally named this chart pattern. So you could repeat it, but give credit where credit's due. All right, I want to take you back to this area right here. What is this chart pattern called? We have a double bottom. Marketplace breaks up through the top right here, and all of a sudden it starts to rally, breaks up through this top right here. All right, now we're up higher. We're actually showing a bullish tendency for the coin to continue, and then guess what happens? Let me get my little brush over here. What happens? It drops right back down. Okay, so just recapping: double bottoms here, breakout over here, breakout through the top, showing bullish conviction. Market is like should roar. What happens? Drops right down to the floor. You know what this chart pattern's called? It's called climb up the stairs and jump out the window. That's exactly what this chart pattern is called. I named it. I own it. Climb up the stairs, jump out the window. That is the chart pattern. All right, now I want to just show you in the what I have here. It is another flag pattern that has formed. All right, and Frank came in and he remarked up my chart because he saw it looked like a caveman drawing, so he fixed it. I really wish he would do the drawings for my FX videos. I mean, because they do look like caveman drawings. They're generally right. 83% of the time, I get it right, but they do not look as pretty as this at all. I mean, the guy's incredible with charts, So really what we're seeing right now is a bull flag pattern right here. If we get the breakout over the top, if we measure the bottom of the pole, the first stop we got is 4,327-ish. Next leg up is around the 4,902. 5,000 level. So right now we got Ethereum that is, coiling in between here. Here's a pattern. We get the breakout up this top. We're coming up to the first level right here, 4,003. We could see a little bit of a turn down, and then finally the breakout. All right, I want to show you another chart, okay? Ethereum itself respected these levels like all the time. So right here, again, a disconnect. All right, what we're seeing right here is it respected support every single time. It respected it. Okay, now it's forming one of the cleanest breakouts we've seen. If you're still bearish, this is you can't be bearish on this. All right, we've been talking about Ethereum. We're saying that it's behind a lot of projects. Ethereum is the little brother to Bitcoin. It is going to break out. Okay, this is the disbelief phase for most people. The next wave is going to change that. All right, Ethereum has nailed the breakouts, and I'll show you the breakout zone right here. Came right back down. It did a perfect retest off of the breakout zone. This is where the next wave starts. The market's watching, but only a few are positioned in this. Now, of course, the breakout fully occurs once we get past that 2,800 level. Let's say 2,900. That will be the actually first sign. Now, where this is where, bull markets tend to begin. And I'm going to show you this right here. We got the golden cross happening for Ethereum. I got to reload the chart for you guys. Hang on one second. Golden cross is flashing for Ethereum. As I said just earlier, this is where bull markets tend to begin, and history doesn't take it lightly. Ethereum is sending a clear signal. The next leg isn't a matter of or if, but when. Ethereum is ready for liftoff. We got to break through that 2,900, and it's all bets are off. All gloves are off. It's going to be a street fight in this cryptocurrency. Moving on to altcoins. Okay, right now there's a wave of optimism that's sweeping through the altcoin market. Okay, the Altcoin Spring is loading. We had 4 years of silent accumulation. Everyone's asleep until they're not. Okay, you're still fading the golden triangle. Let's think about it. Solana is surging after the SSK staking ETF launch in the US, which offers 7.3% yield. Don't forget KnowMyFi.com. They offer incredible yields there as well. XRP, ADA, and Matic are also seeing strong bounces because of Grayscale's ETF basket approval. Now, Bitcoin dominance is still high. I want to show you the Bitcoin dominance chart as we showed you the other day. I wish my guys would get their fingers out of this chart. Everybody's working on the same chart because we want to look at our own analysis to take our trades and basically pick points. But Bitcoin dominance is still high, but the rotation into altcoins may be starting, especially if Bitcoin cools. Now, here's the thing. Everybody's saying Bitcoin needs to cool at around 112, 113, something like that. It's not generally true because we can have Bitcoin up at Bitcoin dominance at 70, 72, 73%, and that could be the resistance. However, it's not the resistance for Bitcoin itself. Bitcoin could take off. Remember, a rising tide raises all boats, right? So if the altcoin market takes off with more fear, more fire than Bitcoin is rallying, then we could actually see Bitcoin dominance dropping, yet Bitcoin still rallying. It's kind of like I said in another video, it's kind of like a cross trade. If we look at sterling versus the yen, all right, sterling yen can rally and dollar yen could stay the same, driving sterling yen up higher. However, sterling yen could rally and dollar yen can rally, and that even adds more fuel to the sterling yen rally. So both can move in unison. As a matter of fact, if the opposite, if dollar yen rallies more than sterling, it's still going to drive the cross up. So you got to understand the relationships of the cross. So that's just the way I look at it, because I'm an old world FOREX trader, and I could see the same type of things developing here. So with that, we want to show you the altcoin market itself. We want to show you what type of pattern that just, occurred in the altcoin market. Now, even though Bitcoin dominance is still high, I just went over that, sterling yen cross type of stuff, the rotation into altcoins may be starting, okay? Now, with all that we're seeing in the altcoin market, we are seeing a bull flag pattern. The crypto market just printed a textbook bull flag. Total market cap is primed for a breakout. Target 4.5 trillion. 4.5 trillion. You're not too late, but you're not going to have forever. And remember, it's not about chasing pumps. It's about positioning in quality before the crowd. So make sure you keep us open on X. We give you some ideas of what we think the next projects are going to be really hot. Not just, nonsense. You know, like lots of people pump coins that are really there's no real fundamentals in those coins yet. You know, traders that are not in the know, they want to chase the pumps. So what do we got going on right now? We got retail that's slowly waking up. Smart money is already positioned. Okay, on-chain data shows accumulation zones being revisited, and we're seeing consolidation right above 107,000 in Bitcoin and about 2,480 on Ethereum. So we can expect another leg higher across all majors and all coins. Now, before we wrap up, I got to make sure that you're aware of our free trading community that I alluded to. So you come on over to our YouTube and you're going to see in the description below, you could click this link to join our community. Come on over to this site where we drop insane alpha and trading opportunities daily, from breakout setups, long-term gems. We got you covered. We got the live stream in here. Live streams happening on Saturday. Make sure you get involved. We're really looking for a lot of people to put the pressure on Justin. It'd be really nice to see him sweat a little bit in that chair instead of like just smiling at everybody and taking it easy. We want some people in there giving them some heat, man. All right, so you want to follow our trades on a solid broker. You want to come over to this, our description here. You click this link. You'll be taken over to FOREX, our trusted broker, where we showcase all our trades. We remember we got the Bitcoin long. Justin's trying to scoop Bitcoin at 107. He's got a deeper retrace at 104. 763, and he's looking to scoop Ethereum at a deep discount at 2,315. So join the crew, level up your trading. Let's stack the stories and the profits together. You know, the markets are heating up really fast. Make sure that you come on over to X, follow us on X. July is just getting started, and if you're not already subscribed, now's the time. So I'm going to see you in the next video tomorrow. Stay sharp, stay steady. Remember, do your own research, trade with your head, not over it. And as a short-term trader, if you're in that forest, remember always to enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.